We are at the confluence of the Ohio, Allegheny, and Monongahela Rivers at Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, PA. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Baltimore Ravens and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What works in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he returns this to the 22.
Johnson on the return. The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Start the drive complete. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's 2nd down. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The first carry now for Benny Snell. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1.
Mike 50, Mike 50. You can't hang.
Anthony McFarland, his first carry of the ball game. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first.
That's good.
Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. He gets it left side to Johnson. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Roethlisberger, and that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. It's the correct call.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Draw play, and it's Snell. And he's going to be met at about the 43.
Benny Snell, the ball carrier, at the 43-yard line. That's a gain of 3. Now 3rd and 5.
They still alive. I'm feeling like Will. I feel like a prince. I'm feeling myself. I'm loaded with bills. Cause I was a blessed with no respect. Don't know how it feels. I wanted to flex. They told me to chill. I'm making a flip.
So 3rd and 5, defensively expecting pass. They've got 6 DBs out there.
Mike 48. Let's go, D. It's going to be 7-7. It's going to be a long day. 48 for Mike.
I smell fear in that offense. I smell fear.
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. After the interception, here's Jackson. And right away, he lost the football. And it looks like Steeler football. It is. Every week we hear talk about create turnovers. In particular, they wanted to force some fumbles. They got one right there.
And it shows you how the game has changed over time. It used to be good enough for a guy to get a sack of a quarterback in the pocket. Now, if you come to the sidelines and you didn't knock the ball free, your coaches are upset with you. All right, so if you're a quarterback, it starts all the way back in the youth leagues. Take care of the ball, take care of the ball, take care of the ball, because here come the defenders.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
On 2nd and 11 now. Roethlisberger. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
First and goal from the 3.
What we got? 48 for Mike.
Hey, tight. Check 52.
Now here's Snell. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just...
And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Benny Snell, his 9th touchdown of the season, and the Steelers have taken a first-quarter lead. They were able to stop him at the line on 1st down, but this time he punches his way through.
And sometimes just because you're stopped on the first run, it doesn't mean the play call is bad or incorrect. You might just need better execution and just a tad more determination. And they got it done on the 2nd try.
Fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Sheldon Rankins abruptly ends that play with a sack.
9 yards.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Steps away. And this one is incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, Defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. He's got room to run past the 20 and all the way up to the 31-yard line. 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert.
A gain of 22 yards. And a Raven first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. This time, Jackson will throw it. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And he'll have it past midfield, almost to the 40, before being taken down. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
First down, Ravens.
They'll run for the first time with J.K. Dobbins. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
40-yard line.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Score, Steelers 7, Ravens nothing.
Now it's 2nd and 9. From the gun, Jackson. They'll let this go for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave them trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Over the middle here to Brown. Jackson on target to Brown for a Ravens first down.
15.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Open man is Duvernay. And I think the ball's out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. And CD, that's the 2nd time this half they put it on the carpet. Now, the first one they lost. Good news here, it doesn't cost them.
They do say that things even out in the course of a ball game. So you mentioned they lost the first one. This time, able to retain possession, but they can't get into this habit. The ball can't continue to go on the ground.
And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6.
The ball carrier.
It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal.
Well, I can certainly tell my age, partner, because when I was a kid, running backs like J.K. Dobbins with over 2,000 yards in their final season in college, they went early in the draft. Instead, he somehow lasted until the 2nd round. But how great is it to get a guy with that ability who can run it inside, run to the perimeter, and catch the football in the backfield? Be able to get him in the 2nd round? That's what I call a steal.
It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's 2nd down.
Short of the goal line.
Some good strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
Second and goal from the 1. They'll try to run with Dobbins. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up. The loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder. And they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. That's out to the left and complete. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown.
Touchdown.
Devin Duvernay with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
50. 44.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Roethlisberger. That's complete. It's Anthony McFarland. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
180.
Mike is a 50. Check my 50. We got
No foul.
Get the ball right here. Let's go.
Roethlisberger quickly to the flat. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
On 2nd down, it's Snell. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. 2 of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
No gain on the play.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. Now the 2nd down throw on target. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
After the fumble recovery, it's Jackson. That'll be taken in there by Miles Boykin. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11.
47-yard line.
And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. on 2nd and 11 now. Jackson. Past the 20. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. You know, Lamar Jackson last season, the first NFL quarterback with 3,000 or more passing yards and 1,000 or more rushing yards in the same season.
And we've seen both of those talents on display here today. We just saw another completed pass. And everyone knew coming out of college he could run the ball. But for some reason, we didn't analyze it throwing the way we should have. And I think every time he completes a pass, he says to himself, take that, evaluators. You guys really missed the boat on me.
Ball at the 14 for 2nd and 5. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. From the gun, it's Jackson. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Jaleel Scott as the first half is winding down. And the Ravens have taken the lead.
The kick is good.
And he puts it through.
Makes the score Ravens 14, Steelers 7.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
Eluding the pressure right. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And trying for Washington, but the pass intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. There he goes, right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore.
Well, partner, I do know this. If you're a defensive back, you have more chances to make a team now than ever, because people are using 5 defensive backs, 6 defensive back packages. Not exclusively, but way more than before. That was a nickel package there, and what a pickoff.
Why is that? Why are they using that more?
Because more people are throwing the ball on earlier downs than ever before. This has become a passing league, and because of that, more defensive backs on the field on most plays.
So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And a short kick taken at about the 16. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Steps away to his left. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the third quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Mike's 50. Mike's 50. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
To throw here, Roethlisberger. And Big Ben intercepted a third time. Picked off by the linebacker, Avery Williamson. 20, get it. 10, 5, and he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Tucker now for the extra point. He knocks it through. It's 28-7.
Makes the score Ravens 28, Steelers 7. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position.
And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. He's picked off just shy of midfield. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
But he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
Sheldon Rankins.
Big Sheldon Rankins there to bring him down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
At the Steelers' 37-yard line.
They'll go again with Dobbins. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. And he's going to take this all the way down to the Steelers' 5. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. And now Jackson will look to throw it. Open man, Boykin, he's got him. Touchdown, Baltimore.
Boykin, touchdown.
Miles Boykin, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Ravens will extend their lead. The touchdown all set up by the big play one snap before, but they finish it off here with a shorter completion, this time for the score.
I like how they stuck with what got them there, right? The big pass play, got the momentum going, right? You create it with a play like that, and you come right back with another pass play to finalize things off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting, and my goodness, another interception.
Oh, my goodness.
Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown.
We constantly talk about defenders having great vision and being able to see plays unfold and make their own plays, but you also have to have good feel as well because you can't see everything out there. See the play unfold, feel what's going on, and then get into the right spot and make your own play. And in this case, it turned out to be a highlight one.
Tucker with the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. Taken in the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball right back out there. It's almost like...
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Marcus Peters came screaming in on the corner blitz. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Here's Roethlisberger to throw. He's going to go deep for Funchess. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home.
Here's Roethlisberger. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's not going to sniff the 1st down here. He stopped at the 25. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down. Roethlisberger will throw. Looking left side, he's got it. Complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive? On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. He was looking for the connection with Devin Funchess. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the 3rd quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
Incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Snell on the shotgun handoff. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down. That'll be taken in there by James Washington. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. He's going to float this one deep right side. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Now Roethlisberger on 1st down. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 19. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Intercepted. Well, all I can do up here is just shake my head. I mean, 6 interceptions. I cannot imagine what he's thinking between the ears right now.
Well, just think of how it is for his teammates, because after the first few, you know they're going over to him, hey, we'll get them next time. Now they're probably a little bit frustrated. And if you're a receiver, you're thinking to yourself, any ball.
Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Devin Duvernay with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Ravens turn that interception into a touchdown.
Makes the score.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Taken about 7 yards deep.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that.
And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. D Ford. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. A run for Snell. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Patrick Queen on the tackle. Brings up 3rd down.
Now Ben on 3rd and long. Johnson with a completion over the middle.
Pass.
And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
A 4-yard gain. It's 4th down.
They'll indeed go for it with Roethlisberger. And unable to break away, they stop him a few yards shy. Back now in Pittsburgh. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore 1st down. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much through the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, they want to ride him down the stretch. He should have fresh legs.
Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll run. It's Dobbins. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
3rd down.
On third down, Jackson. His throw caught at about the 5. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down. Now it's Jackson. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for second and goal. And that'll be caught. Touchdown, Ravens. It's Hollywood Brown. Hollywood Marquise Brown. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens add on. And it's no good on the PAT. So they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side of this one. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. On first down, it's Snell again. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Jack 16.
They'll run with Snell. And he goes into Raven territory. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
That's a gain of 3.
From the gun on third down, it's Roethlisberger. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 39. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down. He's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. D. Ford make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Patrick Queen. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. 31 yards there and a first down. Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. Right back to Dobbins on first. There on the tackle, Minkah Fitzpatrick.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On second down, a run with Dobbins. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
He may try and run for this. And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line. The keeper nets him only a yard, and that's going to bring up 4th. Here's Justin Tucker now for the Raven field goal try. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And this carries into the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Now let's see who this is on. So good field position for the Steelers as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
48.
Now Roethlisberger. Now big hit, and he lost the football. It's loose, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
24-yard line.
Another run here with Dobbins. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Even though they've got this big advantage, Charles, they are not taking their foot off the gas pedal right now.
Well, I think what we're seeing is the result of all their great preparation and great practice time during the week. And even though it seems like this is a great chance to pull people back and maybe, not try and score a few more times, they don't want to do that. I think they're enjoying what they're seeing, the collective effort, and they want to play it all the way out.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Michael Davis. And he'll get this back across the midfield stripe and down to the 47-yard line.
By the Ravens. They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining. So now they operate back from their side of the field here, 2nd and long. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down.
That's an excellent run right there on second and long. Didn't get back all of it, but a huge chunk. Now they're in third and manageable and back on schedule and trying to pick up a first down.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Ravens, it's a very important win as they move to 9-4 now on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Jacksonville to take on the Jaguars. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, any slim hopes they had at a playoff berth gone now as they drop to 4-9. And they will get a home date next week as they will take on the Buffalo Bills. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.